Nail Soup Media. We specialize in websites, web communities, and internet products.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about a few things, and it's all going to come together, okay? So we're going to talk about why you should get in the habit of getting reviews or testimonials from your clients. And here's the thing, the way to approach this is, it's, if you looked at the other video that we talked about, we said, at closing, get photos and video material from them that you can then share back to them so they can have for their scrapbook and their friends can see and all that good stuff, okay? But here's why it's important more than ever, and why things are changing. They've already changed, but the average person that you're talking to that's doing SEO has no clue when it comes to this. What everyone does, for years, is they take your site and they get link backs from other sites, because Google can see all this, and they would say, okay, this site has 500 people linking to it, so it must be a good site. However, the people that are linking to it, if you have a real estate site, are Turkish chicken farms, and Russian brides, and stuff like that. And so for years, this is how webmasters would do it. They have a list of, one guy would have, 500 other webmasters he would talk to, and they'd all go back and forth between, sites, right? Well, that's great. That was great. That's the way it worked. But Google is much smarter. And here's what it's like. What it is that let's say we put this into a term of you own a restaurant and you pay a promoter to get people in, and you pay him per person, because you figure that if he can get 150 people a night into the restaurant, that's going to mean business, and that seems great. However, the promoter is getting people off of Skid Row and shelters, and they have no money, and they're just not the clients that you want. So just like in this example, you would learn from you would learn the real clarifications and what is popular, having a popular thing. Google's learned too. Google no longer gives the credit that it did before, by just having links. Links really, in the sense of what it has been for years, isn't really viable. And so that's that, okay? So now what Google wants is they want legitimate links from sources that are tested, that they're researched and known to be better sources. So in an example here, that you as the restaurant owner would be seeing people that are coming in that can afford you, and are is a match, not the thing. So long story short, you're getting the right clientele, and you're getting the kind of business that you want. So Google's done this. Google has switched, and search engines are doing it. Everyone's doing this, and what they're doing is they're taking where the links are coming from, and they have to be from reputable sources, and what they have found that links back from Facebook, from YouTube, and sites like that like the Facebook page is about San Diego, and so the San Diego links going back to a San Diego website makes sense. Okay, same thing with YouTube. And YouTube is another video that we'll do. That it's a website in and of itself now, because you have videos, you have playlists, which if done right will help with this kind of linking back. Because if YouTube is done right, and it's linking back to pages of your website, you also, with YouTube, you register your site, you log into YouTube and register your website to your YouTube channel. This all helps Google make sense of it all and understand what your business is about. So, Facebook and YouTube and all that, links going back from, not just your Facebook, but from other sites that are talking about, things. So like Trulia, where you got a question and a bunch of answers, and the keyword is being repeated all the time, and then you have a link back to your site, which Trulia allows you to do. This all teaches Google the importance of your website. So that's that's the new SEO. It's legitimate links back. Okay, so you say, okay, that's great, but what does that have to do with review and testimonials? Well, let me show you. Okay, with reviews, or I should say with clients, right? You have the photo, which you put on websites, and it creates links back. And if you do it's not just putting up a photo. You have to put a photo up and have it have the account keyworded for base content, and I'll explain that another time. Video, same thing. You have the client in front of their home. You have the client, talking about certain things, whatever. Testimonials, and then congratulation photos and videos. Those, go to YouTube, and then go link. Sorry, this is supposed to say links. God, I'm terrible at this. I'm going to get better. So more links. Okay. But then there's another thing. There's a thing like Yelp and Angie's List, and of course, Zillow and Trulia as far as recommendations. And what these do is this is like when someone does a review on Yelp and on Angie's List, these are specific categories. So it's it's Houston real estate agent, right? And that keyword, if you get enough reviews, you'll show up. Your Yelp account will show up, and that's just as good. See, a lot of times when people are thinking about SEO, they look at when most of the people you're going to talk to about SEO, they talk about Google or search engines, and are you number 1 or are you number 10? Okay, and for your main phrase, and that's great in one aspect. But real SEO is having you seen on not only in this aspect, but on other websites. All the traffic that these other websites produce. If you Google something and it gets them to your answer about things, that's search engine optimization as well. And on another note, I want to talk about something else. I know I'm bouncing around a little bit just because I'm doing this. I do all these freestyles, so my head goes bazillion miles a minute. Let's go this way. Let's scrap this. Let's talk about a thing called Google authorship. You know how when you see the search result and there's a photo of the person, and then the search result, right? Well, that is from this person going to Google and meticulously registering their business. So what they have to verify that they're a physical business. So they send a postcard to your home or office to verify that. The information that you supply Google tells them all the information about you, and then about the websites that your YouTube channel, your website, other sites. And so what they do is, through getting Google authorship, it is legitimizing all your current and future SEO results, SEO efforts as well. Because what they, versus the person that doesn't do this, the person that doesn't do this, they have no clue. Their site could have this and that. They're indexing it, and it's going into just index pages. Where with someone that does Google authorship, it's basically you've got mainline real estate, and they see that you registered your website, which has a ton of content of mainline real estate. You registered your YouTube, which is a ton of content. You registered your Facebook. You've registered all these places. So what now they do when they take this little piece and they broaden the scope, you've given them like the Rosetta Stone to what you're all about on the internet. You're giving them a quicker way to assimilate all that you're about. So when you add new content, they give that new piece of content much higher ranking because of all the other things around it that talk about mainline real estate, mainline real estate, mainline real estate. So and so a part of Google authorship is reviews. See, we're getting back to the point. So the thing is that a part of a Google profile. Actually, that's not right. So sorry about that. Let's just do it like this. Okay, so the Google profile, are reviews. And if you have 1, 2, all the way down, down to 30 reviews, and they're all talking about, and in their reviews they talk about keywords, right? This all helps the Google authorship, as far as Google now, not only do they have all these other websites, mainline real estate, mainline real estate, mainline real estate, all the content, they get it. They see that you have got a ton of placement all over. Okay, with the reviews, it's a way to boost the main keyword and then subtle keywords. So maybe it's mainline homes for sale or a sub area of mainline. Because of Google authorship, you have said, here we are, and here's all the things, geographically and topic, via topic. I'm going to say topically, but I don't know if that's a word, that all support this whole sphere of stuff that you have. They're able to, Google is able to say, okay, yeah, and so the more reviews that you have here are important. So clients, that have, and it's all in how you approach it. A lot of people say, oh gosh, I don't want to bug my client because maybe the deal didn't go as well, this or that. Just break it down, okay? Very simple. Congratulations. Pic and video. This is a simple thing. Oh yeah. Something else you should do. Where is it? Oh, okay. Let's pretend this is an iPhone. It's not, because I'm using my iPhone for this. You want to hold it when you're doing videos. You want to hold it like this, not like this. Otherwise, you get a funky view. Okay. Oh yeah. And this tutorial is brought to you by Breakfast on the Go. This stuff is great. Anyway, it's really tasty. You should try this. Okay, so you start by getting, you do the assumptive close when they're at closing. Hey guys, just want to take a couple pics with you and then do a video. I'm going to put this together for you so you have for your scrapbook. And then you just do it. You don't make it a big deal. If you sit there and you know how sales go. If you say, oh well, do you want to place an offer today? Or hey, okay guys, you love this house? Okay, let's put an offer in. Two different approaches. You got to do the same thing for this part because you're going to give them something. You're not asking them, and it's not one-sided. You're going to give them videos and pics that they can post on their social media or have in their scrapbook. Because they'll look way back when, just like you have when you've looked at pictures in the past and go, oh, that's right, we did that. Okay, it has some power to it. So that's the thing. Okay, so basically, you start off with that, and then as you get this and integrate it, right, you then ask for reviews. Either I would say Google reviews are the top, and then if you can, you want to get Trulia and Zillow, because these sites, the more reviews you have, the higher placement you get for free on their sites. So as you do this, right, and then there's some people they're grumpy and it didn't go well and it wasn't your fault, but someone else made you look bad and that's just the way it is, and you're like, I don't want to ask them. You still go for this because you're giving them something back. Okay, that's the thing. But as far as reviews, they may not want to do all this. So what you get is a letter or email. Right? Because you can take that and post it on the internet as a photo, as a post on Facebook, things like that. You can use this, it's still digital gold for you to move around the internet and have links back to your sphere. Okay? So now you've got, get this. Now let's say you've got the client, the person that you went all out for, you did a whole bunch of great things, and they're just like, if there's anything we can do, we love you. And hey, you know what? There is. Here's the thing. This is going to take a little bit, but I'd like you to go to Google. I'd like you to go to Yelp. And Yelp is a little funny. They don't post reviews. All the reviews. And this is an advanced topic. I'll do a video. I've done one before, but I'll do a new one. But Angie's List. I'd say, Google, Angie's List, and there's some others. I'll send you the list. But but have them, Zillow, Trulia, and Homes. I think I have to check. Give them the big list. So here's the thing. Out of all the clients that you sell, this is no different than when you're farming a market. As you reach out to everybody, you get the ones that are ready. You keep the ones that are warm, and the ones that are cold, thank you very much, and have a great day. That's how you should approach this. And if you do, you will be ahead of a lot of people at the moment, because people are not. They really don't know the power of this yet, and this is where it's going. Google, just like I showed you in the example of the the restaurant and the hobos, come in, and they used to count the sheer number of links to a site. Now they're quantifying it. They're making sure that of the links that are coming back, that they're from great resources. So this is the future. By 2015, this will be the norm. Everyone will be talking about this, and the gurus will be pounding it in the seminars, and you'll be like, yeah. But if you do this now, you'll have an edge, and you'll show up in so many different ways that people aren't showing up at the moment. The typical way that people are doing SEO is not going to work. You can't do that. You can't rely on it, and the people that most of the people, and this is the thing that's going to be tough, is trying to find someone that knows what I'm saying, because they're going to agree. Oh yeah, we do that. Where's that video? And then they're going to go, oh gosh, and they're going to bounce around and try and figure it out. So it is tough, and I'm not trying to saying this to get business, because we're good, but it is something that you should try and work on and get a habit. If you want, we do have some things that we can send you that make this a little easier, turnkey, that you could submit to your clients, your past clients too. This is the thing. This is another thing. Past clients, you can reach out and get things from them and say, hey, I need some help. And also, let me say this: the bad client, the one that you're sure has a picture of you on a dartboard and uses it every day. Okay, the deal went south. You screwed up, or one of your team screwed up, or the mortgage guy screwed up, or the title person screwed up, or the pizza guy screwed up. Whatever. You'll be amazed how people forget that stuff and the good things that you did. The person that told you, you're terrible, blah, 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 right? And then all of a sudden, how can I say this? I've had this happen a couple times. I've had people say, oh, no, I don't want to contact them. And I've pushed the agent to contact them, and the client is like, you know what? We were just thinking about you. We really liked how you helped us. And she's like, I can't believe it, that they forgot. And then when they talked a little more, they go, yeah, we were grumpy. We were stressed out because it was the first time we bought a house, and we sort of took it out on you, and we apologize. So don't worry. I mean, try and reach out to everybody. And this client, that maybe wasn't great at the time. You'd be surprised that probably help you. Okay, I hope this helps. Hope I didn't go too far off tangent. And then if you have any questions, just reach out, because some of the stuff we have components to that you may need. So if you're looking at this and going, gosh, how do I do all this, and where do I start? I'm going to try and make a video to break it down specifically, but I wanted to get this out so you could see this is how it works. Thanks.